Well, you talked about asset classes that you think are particularly hot right now. Other than Philadelphia, do you see any other markets you see as heating up? I mean, do you cover other areas outside of Philadelphia as well?
We do.
Mostly Mid-Atlantic or?
More, obviously, more on the East Coast than anywhere else. We're working on a multifamily building down in Hartford, up in Hartford rather, right now. Similar type of community. We've actually done 4 or 5 buildings in that city for some reason. You have connections with developers and they keep doing more projects. But similar market, similar looking to build the downtown, and that's working well. We're seeing one of the things that we do is movie theaters, which is kind of a niche market, and that's busy all over the place, particularly the new concept, which is food oriented. Movie, tavern, Flicks Brew House. These are all people who combine food and the movie experience.
And you're eating while you're watching the movie?
Some of them do, some of them don't.
Eat prior and then watch the movie?
Some of them have a restaurant prior to the movie. Some have food service in the movie. Some you take your food in. Some they actually have waiters that you push a button and they'll come and serve you whatever you like.
Wonderful. Very interesting. It's an interesting asset class. Which of your projects, of the things you've been working on over the last year or so, would you say has been most challenging for you? Something that's been a little off the beaten path and provided a particular level of challenge for you to complete?
Not stuff isn't particularly challenging. We're dealing with a lot of small sites, particularly in a developed city. You've got leftover pieces and trying to work things in. We're just now bringing to completion actually a project called South Star Lofts at Broad and South. I mean, this was a vacant property for a long time, was a community garden as an interim use. But we have a building that's covering the entire piece of property, and dealing with stormwater issues becomes a challenge because there's no place to put them. Dealing with parking, dealing with the circulation and being around neighbors. This is a building that started out in one form as a slab building with a park, worked with the neighbors, and it ended up being a taller building in some portions without a park because nobody seemed to want the park, which is strange. But we work with neighbors, we work with civic groups, and it's been, I guess, 3 years in the making, and about to open next month.
Wonderful, wonderful. I guess.